Hey guys, it's me, and this is another projects update video. It is 9:12 p.m. on March the 6th, 2023. Um, and these are some of the projects that I've been working on in the last, actually, couple weeks slash over the weekend. Um, you guys have saw pictures of these on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm actually doing a video on these tonight. And for a good reason, because these two locomotives here are finally finished. Um, these are my Caterpillar diesels from Wells Locomotive Works. They are called the W440 Cat. So W stands for Wells Locomotive Works, the 4 stands for 4-axle, and then the 40 or 40 stands for 4,000 horsepower. And these are the only two Cat diesels currently on the ER&W roster. The 2804 is the first prototype, and this unit started life as an Alco RS3, which was heavily rebuilt using EMD components. So the cab, nose, and cab base are from a Jeep 35, or Jeep 38 I should say, Jeep 38. The center hood section here is from an SD24, along with a dynamic brake hatch. The top rear radiator section is from an EMD SD45 dynamic brake section, and then the sides here are custom grills here. So this engine is a combination of Atlas RS3, Atlas Jeep 38, Atlas SD24, Athrun Blue Box, all rolled into one. And this unit was pretty much, yeah, it's pretty unique. The decals are from Circuit City Decals. The side handrails are all custom made by me. They were all hand bent. The stanchions are from A-Line. The end handrails or railings are the original Alco ones. These are Cal Scale MU cables, Canon Company, or I think these are Canon Company, or not Canon Company, Details West or Details Associates air hoses. Forget what the air horns are from. This is actually custom. This is a piece of plastic that I had. I forget where I got it from, but it was perfect for an exhaust. There's actually a brass tube inside of here that is actually the center section here. So yeah, that's how I was able to get that. And then the railings, or the walkway at the back here, is also custom made. Let me see if I can show it from this side. So that was custom made. Well, I bought this, but then I had to add some other lift rings, or add some other railings to it, because the top section broke. The weathering I did this weekend. These are from Tamiya, so I got a Tamiya powder weathering kits I should say, and this is soot from the exhaust, because Cat diesels obviously produce a lot of soot. So I wanted to actually recreate that on the 2804. Now here is the second prototype. This is the 2805. Like the 2804, it's a Cat powered unit, but unlike the 2804, it uses a Jeep 35 as the core unit for the rebuild. This particular unit is XSouthern Pacific, as you guys can see by the nose, and it was heavily modified internally. The only indication that this unit is a Caterpillar unit is the twin angled exhaust stacks here. Now if you look, they actually flare out at an angle this way, and as you can see by the soot trail, that's where, you know, it's pretty cool how this engine, like, the soot is like concentrated in one area, and then, you know, it's pretty unique compared to the 2804 over here. Pretty much all the other details remain the same for a Jeep 35 except for that. I still need to add 3 lift rings to it. Those are in the mail. But yeah, I added a Sinclair antenna, and this is another type of antenna. This antenna actually came off of one of my Fleshman ICE coaches, and I actually inserted it from the bottom, so it's just sticking out the top a little bit. Then this is a Details West plow, Cowscale MU cables, I think Details Associates air hoses. I also use the, I don't think you guys can see that, I also use the weathering powders to simulate fuel spill on the side of the unit, just like I did on the 2804, except the 2804 is a little bit more grimy. And then here's the back of the unit. And then the winterization window, I call it. I think that's the right terminology for it. This actually came off of an Atlas Genesis cab that I've had lying around for years. So here's the cab. I don't know if this unit was an SD40 or a Jeep 40, but I've had this cab for years, and it had the winterization window. And I said, it'd be cool to put this on this unit, and that's what I did. And I think it really makes the unit really unique. The secondary window is still in there along with the cab interior, which is cool. The nose is Athearn RTR nose that you can just buy because they sell them in packages, but I only needed one, so I found one on eBay. This engine was a challenge to do because, and I did this over the weekend because it came in the mail on Friday, and I put all the details on it in one go. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This engine was a challenge because I had a lot of bad paint reactions. So, and this was Tamiya paint. And I rarely had issues with Tamiya paint, but when I do, it's, it's kind of noticeable here. This was a bad reaction between the paint. I mean, I shook the can up well, but I had to go back and redo the roof in this section a couple of times. But if you think about it, it kind of looks like roof dents to me. If you think about it, it kind of looks like roof dents. And that technically is what I'm going to call them, roof dents. But as you can see with the nose here, there's some bad reactions with the paint. It was applied too thickly in some thick in some areas, and I had to redo it. But that's why this unit took so long. I worked all night long from Saturday night up until Sunday morning getting this engine detailed, painted, and decaled. And it was well worth it. Well worth it. Thank God it worked out, because I wasn't sure if it was going to come out the way it did. The paint scheme is kind of like a Rock Island paint scheme, like with the white nose and then the white rear. Originally, I was going to just do the white nose on the front and leave everything here blue, but I just said, no, I'm not going to do that, and that's what I came up with. And I like variety between same classes of units. The only other unit that has this particular paint scheme is the prototype SDL38. The only difference between that and this is the SDL38 doesn't have the white rear end. It has a blue rear end. But yeah, it's pretty cool how these units in different classes or in the same class have various paint schemes. The paint was used, like I said, Tamiya paint. This is Tamiya French blue, and this is Tamiya matte white. I don't know, for whatever reason, matte white is a bad reaction. Because what I did is I painted the Tamiya blue first, and then I painted the Tamiya white on top of that. And for whatever reason, the white just didn't want to apply evenly. I don't know why I did that, but thank God it worked out. But the model looks great. Now, this is my... Now, it's not the first time I owned an Atlas MP15. This is actually technically, officially, my second MP15 that I've owned in my life. The first one was Amtrak number 534. I do miss that unit. I should have actually kept it, but I sold it. But anyway, bought this, and I am totally head over heels for the sound. This is ESU sound, and Atlas knocked it out of the park. I mean, guys, wait till you hear this thing start up. It's gonna flip. Like you're gonna flip out. Well, you guys have already seen a clip of it, but what you haven't seen is it's been slightly weathered. So I use the Tamiya weathering powders again to give it a little bit of road grime, but not to the point that it doesn't look nice. I did a fuel spill on both sides. I wanted to keep this unit as clean as possible, but still make it look like it was being used. So yeah, I'm glad I put that weathering touch on it. It actually came out really good. It's not overly done. It's just soot, but it's not overly done, and it looks nice. It really does. And then behind that is the Iowa Interstate coil car. This car I actually just weathered tonight with the same Tamiya weathering powders. I used rust and soot. I will say that I will never buy another Intermountain coil car again. This car is so dainty. Like these here, like, look at this. Dainty. Everything on here is dainty. Even the undercarriage details, they're plastic, they snap. So when I was weathering this, the air hose, the air line snapped underneath. This broke. I only paid $35 for it at the Stroudsburg Train Shop. And the reason why I bought it is because I never seen an Iowa Interstate coil car for sale, and I like Iowa Interstate, and I've always wanted one of their cars, so I just said why not. But I will never buy another Intermountain coil car. It is so... They're so dainty. Like, I don't even know why they put these in production, because everything breaks on them. The Walthers coil cars are better quality than these, and I've had those cars. So I'm not gonna buy another one. Too dainty, just way too dainty. So that's pretty much it. Still waiting for the guy to get back to me on this, but I'm probably just going to order a new shell and just take the smoke deflector off it and then just glue it to this one, because I'm getting sick and tired of waiting. So I'm probably just going to do that, and then I got to build the front pilot on this. But that's pretty much it, guys. Most of the projects are done, and then I'm probably going to work on this guy. I need to get more French blue because I used all the French blue on this here. It takes almost one can to do one engine with French blue, because you got to do so many different coats. Maybe I should try using primer first. Maybe I won't have to use so many coats, but I don't use primer. I just paint it right on the model and then finish it. So, anyway, enough of my babbling. Let me put this on the track, because you guys have got to hear this, because this is going to blow your mind. So let me move it down here. I'm going to do the full startup sequence. So let's begin. I don't think any. I don't think words can express how amazing that sounds. That's ESU, guys. That's Loc Sound 5, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, I'm blown away. And I paid 200. I think I paid $230 for it online, and I'm pretty sure this paint scheme is sold out. Pretty sure this paint scheme is sold out at the factory. You can still find it online. I got mine off of eBay, and yeah, I might get another one of these, but I want to get a FURX one. I think they came out with two road numbers with that one. I think I want to get those because I want to patch at least one or two into ER and W. But yeah, this is it. This is what I've been working on. Big things are in the works, guys. So I will have more projects to work on. And I will have more updates for you guys, but I'm super glad that I got these done. And the thing is, both of these engines didn't really follow the drawings that I had, because originally these were supposed to be based off of Jeep 7s or Jeep 9s. Like the chassis and the frame sills were supposed to be Jeep 7 or Jeep 9s. But, you know, I'm not complaining. I really like these dual exhausts, though. I really like that. Wow. And that's just styrene that I cut. You know, that's all it is. Yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have more coming soon. And stay tuned. God bless, and I will see you later. Bye.